Morning, people. I am kind of amped up today, so I'm going to keep flowing, and you can follow along and flow with me. I just have to share one really funny thing that happened this morning already. I took a yoga class, and a friend of mine was teaching, and about halfway through the class, she pulled toilet paper from behind her pants. It apparently had been there the whole time, but nobody noticed. I didn't even see it. I can't see anything anymore anyway. But she handled it totally perfectly in a very yoga way, which was like, okay, there's toilet paper. I didn't know about it. I'm embarrassed. Let's move on. It was really just the greatest thing. I got a good laugh. Not at her, but just with her, because it's just one of those ridiculous moments that happen. But seeing that we're in the most ridiculous moment of all right now for these weeks, it's kind of like, does having toilet paper hanging off the back of your butt really matter? Like, who cares? So let's start moving, shall we? So come to all fours, just make some circles in the left direction, make them big, and circle to the right. So what I've been doing lately is I've been thinking just of one word to describe how I'm feeling at the beginning of my practice. So I'm thinking of that word right now. How am I feeling right now? And I'm going to spell out that word using my body to draw it. So however you're feeling, go ahead and write that word using your body. The human yoga Etch-a-Sketch, right? You can decide if you're using all capitals or if you're writing in cursive or in small letters. What's the opposite of capital letters? Little letters? Is my brain not working? I don't know. Maybe I've been doing too much yoga and my brain is going to mush, which is probably not a bad thing. Okay, come back center and then come back up onto your knees. Stretch your right leg out to the side. I'm gonna face you so you can see me better. So you're gonna stretch your right leg out to the side so your toes are pointing forward, and reach up as you inhale. Drop your right hand down on your right thigh and just stretch your left arm up and over for gate pose. This is gate pose. And you can look up at the ceiling, sort of under your arm. Just feeling that stretch along the left side of your body. Inhale, lift both arms up and drop the left hand down to anywhere below your waist. Or you can bring it down to the floor so your arms are sort of a nice T. So you're stretching your right fingertips up and the left fingertips down. Still pressing into the mat with the outer edge of that right foot. And breathe. Come back up. And we'll just switch sides. So bring the right knee back. Left leg stretches out to the side. Toes are pointing forward. Hips pointing forward. Try not to let that left hip point more forward than the right, because you really want to be central in the hips. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, left hand down, right arm up and over, stretching out the right side. And inhale, both arms up, going the other way. Right hand drops down, maybe to the mat. Left arm stretches up. Right hand presses down, so you're feeling this really huge opening across the chest. Opening the heart space. Inhale, come up. Left knee meets right, so I'm coming back to all fours here. And then stretch the right leg out behind you and pulse through the heel, so stretching out the back of the calf. And from here, you're going to kind of sweep the floor with your right foot. So inhale and sweep it up, so it's almost in line with your right hand. And then exhale, sweep it all the way back behind you. You can follow your foot with your gaze. Inhale, sweep it towards you. Exhale, sweep it away from you. It's actually pretty effective because my floor is filthy. So you can clean your floor and do yoga at the same time. And then come back center and do the other side. I have to move over here so I don't kick the wall. So stretch the left heel back first, just pulsing through the heel. And then as you inhale, bring the left foot up. So you're watching the foot with your eyes. You're just kind of making this these curves with your spine. So stretching out the sides of the body. And one more time. Good. Come back to center. Tuck your toes under and lift your knees just an inch or two off the mat. So feel this firing up of the core before you press into downward facing dog. Bring your knees down. Just do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift the knees, squeeze the belly, press the hands into the mat, press the toes into the mat, and then come back down. And one more time, squeeze everything in towards the midline, and then exhale and lift your hips up and back for downward facing dog and settle into your down dog. So whatever settling in means. You can take a little walk in place, bending one knee and then bend the other. Sometimes I like to kind of rotate onto each set of heels, sort of twisting left and right. Always open and close the jaw a few times. And take some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just check out your fingertips. Little suction cups underneath your fingertips, right? Sucking into the mat. So pressing the mat away from you, reaching your hips towards the sky, and your heels are longing for the ground. Good. And take a slow walk to the top of the mat. And just fold over your legs. You can keep them straight. You can bend them a lot, or a little, or not at all. So this is completely your practice. And it might be the first time you were forward folded today. So in which case you want to keep them really, your knees really bent, and just keep your upper torso on top of your thighs. And you can bring your palms facing up, and then you're going to step on your palms. So your big toes are right where your wrist crease is. This is sort of gorilla pose, gorilla arms. And see if you can straighten your legs a little bit more and fold down. And also notice where the weight is distributed in your feet. So you're probably hanging back in your heels because that feels a lot safer, especially when you're stepping on the palms of your hands. So see if you can kind of rock forward just a tiny bit. So you're bringing the weight on the balls of your feet and then fold down. And you can feel that stretch in the backs of your upper legs and your hamstrings. And then release the hands. Just shake the head, yes and no. You can sway side to side. Just feeling the release of the neck, the head, the lower back. You can even bring your hands interlaced behind your neck, that occipital ridge, and really gently feel the release of your head and your neck if it needs a little assistance. So we're not pulling down on it, but you're just providing some weight on top of that occipital ridge. And then bring the arms down. We're going to roll up to stand super, super slowly. You can bend the knees, press into the feet to roll up. Shoulders roll up and back, and your head is the last thing to come up. So close your eyes here in your mountain pose. Just feeling a mountain pose for the moment, right? So lifting all 10 toes, separating the toes, and then letting them find the ground again. And just notice if you're kind of, if you're scooching your tush back a bit, and see if you can kind of tuck it under. So you're tucking your tailbone under. So you want to just create this one long line of energy. Crown of your head, shoulders, and your hips, knees, ankles, feet. All one long line. Feet reaching down, crown of the head reaching up, shoulders dropping away from your ears. And just kind of zipping in your core. I always talk about having that yoga jacket. It's as though you put the jacket on and sort of left side of core meets right side of core, and then there's like this invisible zipper in the middle that kind of engages everything in towards the midline and up. So it's not us holding your breath or us sucking it in, but it's an engagement. It's kind of a squeezing. Same way you like squeeze your kneecaps and it engages your thighs. So just breathe here for a moment and feel how strong and sturdy you can be in this mountain pose, in this Tadasana. It looks like we're doing absolutely nothing, but it's actually a really strong and great foundational pose, especially when you're feeling stressed and overwhelmed, to just feel your feet on the earth and to feel rooted. So it's as though there were roots growing from underneath your feet into the mat. It's almost like you can envision being part of the earth below you. And that support feels really good, especially at a crazy time like this. Inhale your arms all the way up. And exhale, come down. Inhale the right foot to the back of the mat for a low lunge. Drop the back knee down, lift the arms up. Reach up, 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 and let your hips reach forward at the same time for a crescent pose, Anjaneyasana. Hands come down to the mat. Straighten the front leg, lift the back leg up for pyramid pose. And then you can bring that back foot in a little bit, so you're shortening your stance. Same thing in that pyramid pose. So now we're going to move into a revolved triangle. This assumes you're already a little bit warm. This is kind of an advanced posture to go into already, except I've already done yoga class, so maybe you've done some warm up too. Right hand can come either to the outside of your left foot or the inside, either one. Left hand comes to the crease of your left hip. Pull your hip back. So as you pull the hip back, reach the crown of the head forward and twist open to the left side. Then let your left arm float up to the sky. Keep pulling that left hip back and open up into the twist. Revolved triangle. Then look down at your front foot. Bend the front knee. Bring the right hand in front of the foot, in about a foot in front of you, and press onto the left foot. So you're pressing up off of onto the left foot, and the right leg lifts for a revolved Ardha Chandrasana half moon. You can keep your gaze at the floor, or you can gaze over to the left. Left hand meets the floor, and then right arm is going to reach up. So you're opening up the other side, opening up to the right for regular half moon as I fall all over the place. That's kind of funny. So this is half moon pose or Ardha Chandrasana. So the right foot is really flexed. Both arms are stretching out in either direction, and you can look to the floor, to the side, or you can look up. And it's your choice here. Just find the balance. You can play around with lifting your front hand off the ground. We're going to go right into a warrior two. See how graceful I was? Wow, very wonky this morning. So we are in warrior two. Front knee is nice and bent. Back foot is almost parallel to the back of the mat. And lifting the front palm up and back, reaching for peaceful warrior. So right hand is reaching for the back of the right calf. Come back to warrior two. Straighten the front leg. We're going to move into triangle pose. So reaching forward as much as you can reach, then let the left hand drop. So this is not like that, I'm not dumping into it. Reach, reach, reach forward. When you can't reach forward anymore, then you just drop your left arm down. Open the right arm up to the sky. And lean back into it. So try to find this buoyancy so you're not dropping all of your weight into your left hand and your left side. Reaching up, reaching down. And just for fun, run your left arm long and right arm parallel. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. As you exhale, come up. I know you're probably hating me right now. I'm kind of hating me right now, that was a lot. Cartwheel your hands down, left foot meets right, downward facing dog. Come forward for a flow. Inhaling forward to plank, halfway down for chaturanga, and then inhale up for upward facing dog. Press back as you exhale, downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. Okay, you ready for the next side? Yes, you are.